All right, and welcome everybody to another election day show we have today. So we had quite an interesting election here in the United States. We looks like we have a split decision, right? A pretty good split decision that went down today. It looks like the Democrats took control of the House, and the Republicans, I think, to the shock of everyone, actually gained seats in the Senate. And I don't mean they just, and that's a tough thing to do. That's a really, really tough thing to do after an election cycle. It's very challenging to actually gain seats, especially in the Senate. The House Republican, the House seats are, there's, oh my God, there's a gazillion of them. There's like 500, House of Representatives members. So, I mean, those things flip flop like all day long, when you have that many people running in elections. But we've only got 50 senators here in America to represent all of our states. And to be flipping those after a presidential election flip is very, very interesting because that actually denotes that the party in power is retaining that power. Usually if you're doing a really crappy job as the president, that the first thing that goes to the Senate. And as soon as you lose the Senate, man, you're done here. So the Senate's basically where you get everything done. That's how you confirm judges. That's how you do the budget. That's how you get all kinds of things done. Is you get it all done in the Senate. A lot of regulations are all passed through the Senate. So you can do a lot of things just with the power of the presidency in the Senate here. So that's kind of good for the economy going forward, which is good. I kind of expected the Democrats to take the House. I mean, it usually always happens. In fact, if it wouldn't have happened, there would have been something seriously had transformed in our political landscape. But I think they did take it. I think they have a 7-seat margin, which is not that much. So that's not that much going into the next presidential election cycle, which we'll see what happens going into that. But it was definitely an interesting day. I'm going to be interested to see what happens tomorrow. One of the things I do always expect is that when you get this kind of election and things are neutral like this is actually good for the economy. And kind of this is my chart right here that I had, and you guys have known if you watch the show. This is kind of my U.S. breakdown right here, and this is one of the things, the election. The Republicans win, we'll get sweeping reforms over the next 2 years. Now, 2 years. Now, this is if the Republicans would have won everything, it would have been probably really, really good for the economy because they just kind of sweep getting things done pretty quickly. You know what I'm saying? You can get a lot of bills passed, you can get a lot of things done. When the Democrats, so the Democrats won, there would have been a lot of gridlock, right? Now we are going to have gridlock because the Democrats did take the House, but this is still very neutral. I'd say this is good to neutralish for the economy, and honestly, that's all I care about. I don't care about who the hell's running the country. All I care about is how much money I am making personally, right? How much the people around me are making. That's all that matters to me, right? So I don't care if a batch of blue monkeys or a pack of alligators are all running the government here. I don't care if aliens come down and get elected to president because they have some kind of who knows. But I would vote for an alien if I was going to make $1 million a year, knew I could make $1 million a year, right? So it's pretty neutral, pretty neutral. Oh, one of the things I feel about the elections really quick is one of the things I feel about the elections is just that going forward into the next presidential term, it's going to get really ugly and really nasty. And I just hate stuff like that for the country. Can't we all listen? Let's just have our damn elections. Let's get it over. I don't care who runs the country. All politicians suck all over the world. That's kind of my final say, okay? That's my final say is that all politicians suck all over the world, all right? And that's it. I think there's a special batch or a mold of people when they're born. It's like, oh, you're a piece of shit. You're here. Go be a politician. You'll be perfect, right? I just do not have much respect at all for politicians. All right, so let's move on to crypto. Let's get to something more, let's get to something that's not as bloodthirsty. You know, like crypto Twitter, people bashing each other. You know, the easy stuff, the friendly stuff, right? So let's take a look at what we've got here. All right, we're just gonna start with this chart right here. You know, dig in and see. Now it came up, great little run. We had a nice volume candle. Like, this is one of the funny things I was calling out. I don't know if you guys saw my whack-a-mole. You guys saw my whack-a-mole little chart, right? This right here, right? The kid whacking the moles, and then the one comes out and punches him right in the nuts, right? I said, all right. I said, look at the volume, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. What the WTF? And I said, all right, who is gonna get, who is gonna get wrecked here? Somebody's gonna get wrecked with this whack-a-mole game. Somebody's gonna get nut punched, and we got this nice climb. Look, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now we finally got a back-to-back volume candle, and listen, we're 5 hours into this day. This is a really nice looking volume candle already, right? This is substantial. This is some pretty good looking volume. Now, if we can actually make something out of this, and this baby doesn't turn red on us, we could close out a pretty good day, right? Now, we've peaked into resistance. We came up into this resistance. I drew this trend line yesterday, right? This wedge. I drew this rising wedge yesterday, if you watch the show. And sure enough, there it is. Tapped the top of the wedge, got rejected back down. If you go over to the members area and you scroll back and let's find this. Let's see what the hell Vamp was saying yesterday. Oh, there it is. So this is it. There's my target 2. There's the wedge right there. Okay, so I was looking for 65.20 on the top side for now. So this is exactly, I said BTC and a channel or wedge, 65.20 is the top side for now. So let's see how close I was to that. Ah, man, I'm going to have to move that up just a little more, right? Right about there. Sad day for the Vamp. Sad day for the Vamp right there. Off by 20 points. Pretty good still, right? Pretty good. So ran up in. Now I expected us to top out right here at the top of the wedge. To smash into the top of the wedge right about there. And that would have been a little closer. Would have been a little closer for sure. Still, I was roughly into the ballpark here. And it was a nice, it was a good call by Vamp. It was pretty easy, and honestly, just looking at the chart yesterday, that's all you had to do is just draw this little wedge right here, and you could have got a good prediction of where we were headed, right? You're using this back line as the support, this bottom trend line is support right here, and our top line is resistance, and boom, 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 and we came up, and then it was just that easy. Right now, I made a really good training video. What's really entertaining about this is I made a really good training video right here yesterday on trading with support and resistance levels and how to trade them. So this is the video I made, the training video I made yesterday, and that was just basically shows you exactly how you can trade this area right here, right? Super easy to just trade this area using supports and resistances. And that's kind of all I'm doing right now, because you can't really use your moving averages right now. You can't, you're literally, I'm trading with volume, support and resistance, and wedges. That's all I can really do to call out and look at where I'm expecting things to go. Right now, we got a hold in here. Okay, now the way I look at this, and we'll get down a little bit farther, is I kind of still look at this as possibly a wave 5 up, right? Right? This is my A, this huge run up here. I just looked at this, the big A, B, C, and there's your B, and this is your C wave. I still see this is C wave, A, B, C, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here, I still see this is a 5 wave up in a C wave. Or a B wave, I'm sorry, or a B wave here. I do see this as a B wave. A, B, C wave, or this could be a B wave. We'll go over and I'll show you guys that in one of my other charts, right? This is a B wave from a much larger fall right here. The fall from way up here, right? Came down and then coming from all the way up here down here. This would be my A, B, looking for a C wave down. I'll show you that in one other chart. I do want to just go over a couple of the indicators that we have over here, really looking at the volume. So let's take a look at our daily volume as we're kind of chucking along right here. I want to look at the 12-hour volume, see what we can see. Good, you know, building volume. This is good. This is bullish volume as this moved up. You know, bullish volume. Starting here is your low, moving higher. That's bullish volume. That's good. Same thing here, all bullish volumes. Let's go over, I just want to dig into the 4-hour chart and confirm we're seeing the same thing in the 4-hour chart for our volume profiles. Very bullish, right? Now this is very bullish volume, very bullish volume. You know, especially you started down here, you can actually just take the trend line and move it up there. Great volume candle. Let's see if we can hold on to this pattern though. Now we are pretty overheated on a lot of our indicators on the lower end here. So, you know, you get down here and look at your 4-hour indicators, right? I'm going to take this back to 12 hours. Oops, 12 hours and 12 hours. And, you know, I'm watching, look, the Stoke is really on the high side. Stoke is on the high side on the 6-hour. So we've marched quite a ways up here. And one of the things I'm going to go over on one of my other charts is basically going to be representative for how far we've actually come here in accordance, you know, and if you look at this, any of these moves here, right, any of these substantial moves, and I'll spread this chart out a little bit. Okay, so, you know, when you look at how you get these climbs, these progressive climbs on your WMA down here or your Stoke, and then you compare it to, you know, looking up here, like we've gone a long way. We're way up here again. We're peaked out, dropped down, peaked up again, right? And we're just, the issue is all of this area, this nothing. Just nothing is happening. This is still, I still say we're trading in a range. Nothing has changed for me. We substantially got to break over 6,700 for me to go and say, okay, you know, this is it, whoop-de-doo. You know, I mean, I want to see us break over that the Bollinger Band middle line. I got a brand new chart I'll share with everybody here in a minute. But, you know, listen, huge run up. Epic. I'm going to use the word epic right here. Look at this beautiful run up right here. And on the, you know, on the Stoke, on our weighted moving average, true strength index, just, you know, this is pathetic right here. This is, all of this is pathetic. But this is the most grandiose, you know, the grandiose move we've had. We've had a lot of movement here on this weighted moving average, true strength index right here. And compared to all this sideways action, this is actually a real move. Now, look what we had back here. This move correlates with the exact same size of this move, but look at how beautiful this was. This is pretty, right? This is pretty. This baby is, this is some movement right here, right? This is gorgeous. This is what we want to see running from here to here. We want to see, you know, some real strength, and this true strength index is just saying this is just BS right now. I mean, you know, there's just nothing. This is just more continuation of a sideways movement. The great thing is alts are popping, so a lot of people are making some money in alts. It's been a long time for me holding into that stupid freaking trade with finally paid off in XRP. I've been holding that thing forever, and you know, I just want to let's just see what happens here with this true strength index. Now look, you're up here, you can still dive, come back up for the second pump, and this is very significant. We're going to go over this little action right here, which correlates with this, and this little action right here that correlates with this. These are both bullish, right? You see, this is a nice bullish continuation pattern. True strength index came way up, Stoke came way up, right? And then you've got this bullish continuation. Same thing here, just on a smaller scale. I am looking for the same thing to happen here. I don't think anything is going to change. I think this and this and this are all the same, and I'm going to show you how that all plays out here in just a minute. Okay, all right, so there we go with that. Chalk and money flow, not a damn thing changed. Let's see over here. Let's see here. Coinbase got a little money flowing into it. Phoenix, nope. And Binance, nope. Money coming out of both of those. Very interesting that these 30 days would be lower. Okay, all right, let's scoot along. All right, so here's what I'm trying to show you on the previous chart. I know this is a mess. I know this is my bubble chart. It's a lot of information on here, okay? This has been a bullish trend line with a massive J-hook pattern. Watch for a bullish bounce. And this truly should say a bullish continuation, right? That's what this should say. This should actually say watch for a bullish continuation here. So what happens, look, you came up. There's the top trend line right here. You see this top trend line? I'm going to get rid of this. I don't need this anymore. We all get the idea. This thing is running up crazy, and we don't have much room. Like this is run up huge right there, and we just haven't gone. Nothing's happened. So I'm gonna stretch this out so we can kind of see this. So this blue line is our top line. This has worked as resistance for us in the past, and you know, just got wrecked. This line just completely got wrecked. We are in this blue dump zone, heading for a bull break, right? This is my bull break area up here. We're getting really close. This is the safer for long trades area, right? A little bit more into this target area, and this is going to be safer for long trades. But take a look what happens here. When you break this lower bearish trend line, every time you had this lower bearish trend line, right? And you can look, count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time, look, the red arrows fall out, red arrow fall out, red arrow fall out, red arrow fall out. Now we've broken this cycle, right? We've broken the cycle. We've broken the cycle also on the RSI. So this, we're just going to say this cycle, that we played out of this trend line is now broken, and it looks invalidated to me. So we're going to have to go ahead and we're just going to have to wait for a new trend line to form. And this was beautiful because this thing played out for us for a long time. I mean, we really got to make some great trades off of this baby, just off this alone, you know, all the way up to there. You know, 90 days. So we got free 90 days of really easy money calls based on this trend line right here. And this was great. I mean, I made a bunch of money off of this trend line and off of this chart. I just have to wait for this to reset now to make a new trend line and to start a new cycle. And that way I can start making money again on this same bubble chart right here. Okay, now what happens here though is this is the bullish continuation. Breaking this has started before. Here, like here's this touch. We just talked about this last chart. There, drops down, and then look at this hook. This is the J hook. So you did this J hook pattern right here. There's the J, a higher high. This is bullish continuation, right? Same thing. Touch the top, came down, did the J hook pattern, right? Lower low, higher high. So you hit this higher. This would have been a higher high, a higher low, and then a higher high before it fell out, right? J-hook pattern and died, right? So now we didn't get a J-hook pattern on the last two. It just died, right? This last one just fell out, came up here, touched and fell out, came up here and touched and fell out. We never really got that J-hook pattern to play out here for us. So, you know, now we've broken this. So now I got to go all the way back to the drawing board and I got to figure out what the hell is going to happen next, right? Now I want to see breaking this. When we do break this chart, we do go bullish, and you can come back here and it's very simple, right? You just go back here, you get your chart, take a vertical line, right? I'm going to come right here, I'm going to line this up. Boom, right? Look, you broke that. Here, I'm going to do it on the bottom side. Okay. So look, this is where you cross. This is the bull break. See, it says bull break. It's this white line that continues along the bottom. Now watch this. The second you cross this, Bam! Look at that green candle, right? The second you cross that line, it's money. Look at big green candle, right? We're going to do it again over here, right? Let's go find where we broke it again. Bam, right? Nice green candle. And listen, this is a substantial run. You know, just because it's really teeny tiny on the screen doesn't mean that that wasn't just a monster trade that I know Vamp was in. That was a 500-point trade right there. This one line break called a 500-point trade, and that was beautiful, right? If you were just playing this bubble chart alone and the breaks on this bubble chart, you would have killed it, right? Same thing, broke right here, right? This is like a 300 to 400-point run with continuation. If you would have traded this the second this broke this line, you would have pulled a long trade. You would have been walking with some rocks in your pocket. You would have been very, very happy. And this goes all the way back, and this pattern continues on. There it is again. Look at this. You cross over, and boom! Look at that thing every single time. So, just giving you guys the heads up. This is what I'm waiting for. There it is when it crossed over. That was, I mean, it was far ago. But anyways, you get the point, right? So I'm waiting for this to touch this. Now, how much of a boom do I think we can get out of this thing? You know, if this does come up here and touch this, right? Now we've actually got some substantial little run. We got 360 points out of this little run right here. This is nice. This is nice, but we've run up a long way on our MACD2. So we have now put in a higher run, a larger run here than we have both here. And where's that other one? Where's the other one? So this one and this one right here. From here to here, here to here, and from here to there. We just put a massive run, but we still haven't put anywhere near the points on the board, right? I pulled this one down to just 500 points. I just went to right here, right? So I pulled this only 500-point run, 700-point run from the bottom right here to the top right there, 700-point run, here to here, 513-point run. Here's your bottom right there, right? There's your bottom. And so from your bottom to there, and in fact, it should actually be right there because this is your bottom. So from your bottom here to there, we've put 302 whole points on the board, right? With a much larger run. Now, I'm still waiting. I still think I'm not looking for a J-hook pattern here at this moment. I'm just looking for a rollover and or a break of the bullish trend line. We're so close, and that's all I'm watching right now. This baby breaks, and I'm going to go over here and set myself a little alarm, right? There you go. Just set myself alarm right there. Right, so I got my alarm all set, and I'm just waiting for it. This is right in the yellow zone, so I put that alarm right at the bottom of the yellow zone. This gets up here and does a little pokey pokey, and I'm going to be super happy in my alt longs. Unfortunately, when BTC runs hard, your alts will slow down, but it also means I won't be looking for my alts to die off either, right? So I'm just going to kind of chill out. But the second we get here, I will be longing majors. Right, I'll be longing majors. It's just that simple. This chart just works like a gem. Okay, all the money, and we're going to pull that out, and we're good. Okay, let's pull this out, and we're going to move along. Let's move along to the next chart. We broke the long trade zone. So we were watching this all night long in the members area. I said, watch out. This is breaking the zone. It's breaking the zone. It's breaking the zone. It's breaking the zone. And it broke the zone. And then you got this nice wick up candle right here that's kind of resting right now. It's not really taking us to the next level. So I want to see how this baby plays out. RSI bubble charts now. So listen, I've got to go back to the drawing board. I haven't spent any time on this chart. I need to start digging into this, find a new trend line, find a new trend so I can start. We had this beautiful thing that's played out for 150 days. Just say thank you for all the free and easy money we had, okay? Okay, so this is the chart I was just talking about back in the earlier stages. So let me zoom this baby out. Come here. Come here. Okay, I'm going to big size this bad boy. All right, so looking at this chart, okay, I look at this as a giant wedgie. This is a huge wedgie, right? And look, A, B, C, D, E, right? This is what I'm looking for here. I still think it's a big A, B, C, D, E, just on a massive macro scale, okay? And I've said how many times, oh, there it is. Come down here. Where is the bottom of A? So we found the bottom of A, right? So we're going to get rid of this. We're going to delete this. We found the bottom of A. Now I say, where is the top? Where does B end? Where does B end? Right? Is B here? Is B there? I mean, I don't know. I don't know where B ends. Okay, I really don't. I don't. So this looks like an A, a B, and a C it's putting in right now. So this is a 5 wave. I'm looking here. I'm looking for a 5-wave pattern. 1, 2, is that 3, 4, 5? Is that a 5 already in? You know, could this be a 5-wave in already? You know, you got 1, 2, 3, and so there's wave 1, wave 2. Is this wave 3, 4, and 5? You know, this is that it? Is this, you know, and this is the top. This is, I'm not looking to break this, right? The 6640 is a very critical area, right? 6640 to 6660, right? So I'm gonna scoot this down over here. Very, very critical area. Okay, so definitely didn't put in a double top. We're going to get rid of that. So look, we had the max retrace for wave 4. Didn't need that. That was perfect. That played out great, right? So now 1, 2, 3. Oh, look, I've even got this all counted out here. Oh man, I'm pretty good. God, who is this guy? All right, I'm just going to scoot that up right there. Right? Is this a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? Right? And this is kind of what my thunk is. This is what Vamp's thunk is. Yeah, dude, I suck at Elliott Wave. There's no doubt about it. I suck. I suck. I don't like... Sure, I don't like... So... Still looking for the top of B and... Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. I want to see this, you know, you want to make me bullish. You want to turn this, just smash through all of this. Just smash all this stuff right here, right? I mean, now, can you go higher? Of course you can go higher. You know, there's a long way to go right here to make an ABC, right? But just, you know, you peel this back. I mean, this thing can go substantially higher. You know, you can go way up here. You know, there's nothing that says, you know, I just look A, B, this looks like a C wave, right? That's what that looks like to me, right? A, B, C, down, A, B, C, up, and then down. That counts out pretty well for me, right? It counts out pretty well for me. I can still count it A, B, C down, A, B, C up, and then I would be looking for an A, B, C down, and then an A, B, C up. So I still have this. I mean, it's a long way to break out of this trend line. Listen, break it out of this trend line, even get close to this damn trend line, right? Just like, trust me, I'll be playing it the whole way, but I'm not worried about that. You know, shoot, if this goes all the way up here, my XRP trade's going to be worth $1 gazillion right now, okay? I'm going to be sitting really pretty in my XRP trade. Let's break this back down. Let's come back over. Take a look at our ADX charts. Broken completely bullish on the ADX chart. Now, let's also be very mindful that this goes both ways here on this chart. So when you do get low, right, when you get way down here, this is when you look for the snapback. Remember, I tell everybody these are just like rubber bands. You see the red? This is just a rubber band. You stretch it apart, it snaps back together. The farther they get apart, the harder they want to snap back together. See the rubber band right here? Take a look at this one. Way high, way low, right? And snap back together. Right? High and low, snap. Well, this one didn't do. Yeah, it did. So this one didn't do shit. This one snapped back and didn't do jack crap. This one, kinda got up there, cross. Well, once this cross happened, that was the big pullback. And then here, so we came all the way back down. Now we crossed. This thing is like crazy. How many times we've crossed over and over in this area. Now, here's the thing. When you usually do make these crosses, they are pretty substantial. When this bearish blue line and the bullish orange line touch, you do get a pretty drastic move, right? So look, here they came together and boom, right? There they came together and boom, right? Big time. Especially when they come from such highs, right? And this thing came all the way down, this thing came all the way up, and we really didn't get a reaction out of this, right? This was been the bullish reaction from these two lines coming together initially, right? We just kind of have stagnated sideways movement, and now we're pulling apart. So we're now making a quote unquote bullish move here with the bear line going up. This is bullish, and the bull line going down. This is bullish, but we're going to be looking for a bounce down here somewhere. These are going to come to they want to always come together and stay in equilibrium, right? They want to run sideways together like this. Okay, they're like BFFs. They always want to be together. They hate being apart. They start to miss each other. And then let's come over here. Now, we never made true contact with our bull and or bear line on the daily. So we never got that really hardcore reaction like we got here. The crossing here, the crossing here. Look at this cross here, right? Bam, right? Beautiful cross. You know, even this little baby cross here was a nice little price spike. You know, you got some nice little price spikes here with the dailies every time the dailies crossed. And then look at this monster dump right here. Look at this monster dump when these babies crossed. So they crossed, absolute monster dump, and then the rest is history. Now they don't have to be that far apart to create a big dump or pump, right? But the way these are angled right now, this is bullish. So this is bullish. Now you are about to get a cross with the bearish line and the histogram line on the bottom side. We're going to have to see how that plays out over here. So remember, when all of these are on the lower side, it is bullish. When the blue line is underneath everything, like right here, this is bearish. When the blue line is on the bottom of everything, this is bearish. Okay, so we're going to kind of cruise back here and see. Last time we had both the histo and, boy, it's been a long time. Look at that. We go all the way back to here. This was the last time the orange bull line and the histo came together. There it is. This is it right here. Right there. This is the last time these two lines touched, and they were both underneath right there. And they were kind of underneath right there, and they dumped hard. So I'm gonna have to keep my eye on this. Both times they did this, they dumped really, really hard. There's one. There's the other. Okay. I like finding things. All right, so let's do this. Let me pull this off. All right, so I want to go, and I'm just going to make my little right there, right there. There. Gonna slide this over here. Sorry, doing some spontaneous charting updates. I don't want to put that one back. It's my double top. Very interesting. Okay. That's interesting because that thing just took off right there. So look, last time this happened, see, they haven't touched yet. They're running down, so they're running down together, and the blue line took off. So they're running down together. Yeah, it's kind of broke bearish early. Okay, so I like this. All right, hold on. All right. Okay, that's really interesting. So I'm going to talk about that a little more in the members area. But that is, so you know how, if you guys read my Twitter post today, right? My Twitter post said, hey, I'm looking for, right? So this is my Twitter post. This is where it was. So I'm looking at scalping majors, right? So I'm still looking to scalp majors, right? And I'm still looking to short those majors as a scalp. So that's kind of one of my things I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for a setup to short these majors. So I have some shorts layered right now. Okay, so so this is, now the other thing is I've had this up here forever, looking for the second top to call the dump. So now we've clearly are making a second run, right? We're making a second top, and I said, hey, you have to do this to make a dump, right? Well, whatever you do to make a dump, I don't know. But if for the price to make a dump, in order for the price to make a dump, it likes to do this second bounce right here, right? It likes to get a second bounce. Now, is this little one the first bounce? Is that my first bounce? And then down and making a second higher bounce? See, look, baby bounce, higher bounce, baby bounce, higher bounce. And do you have to take this whole thing out? That is the question. This line is artificial. It was artificially created with the tether pump. So this screws up all my TA, but is this the first one? Then this is the second one, and we're setting ourselves up for the second bear drop, right? And that was the first one. There's the second one. Look, 1, 2, 1, 2, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, right? And these always like to play themselves out, like lower, higher, but they like to play themselves out over the lines, over all the orange line and the histo lines. So when they do that, they're very bearish when they play themselves out over the histo lines and everything. So right now we're over all the histo lines. This looks like this is making a second top for me. I'm still bearish on majors, but I'm I'm bullish on alts. Okay, let's zoom in here real quick and take a look at our, pretty simple. Look at look at our fib lines, top to bottom on here, came right up and hit the 382 and just got rejected, right? Just got a little bit of a kick in the rejection pants right there. So we also did that. I'm gonna pull this baby up. Now look at that double bottom right there. Yeah, all right. Yeah, if that's a double bottom. I freaking hate this damn wick. All right. Uh, 60, 30. Okay. So, would I look for this to bounce? Man, and I would just like to point out again how well the vamp fib works, right? Look at the vamp fib. Bang, bang, bang. How well the vamp fib works. The vamp fib is like magic. It's like magic. Whoever invented that damn thing, whoever that guy's freaking a genius. Okay. Yeah, if we're gonna put in a higher volume candle today, I'd like to let this just candle play out before I make any super drastic moves. But I like that. I like this a lot. I like this, what we're seeing. All right, TSI, WMA TSI chart. And let's see what we've got here. Okay, oh, this is great. This is awesome. Look at this. Okay, coming into our resistance here. All right, I like this. Right, coming into our resistance. Look at that, was great. Good, I like it. All right, go, vamp, go. The WMA chart, very nice. All right, so basically I'm just saying, hey, listen, this played out very, very nicely here. This bounce off, right? So now we came up, we tested. To me, this could have gone either way. This is a very bearish candle setup right there. Had a nice run, so let's see what happens. Like I said, we got to break out. And if you go all the way back to these damn charts right here. Listen, we've got to break out right? We got to get out of this huge wedge. You see this big wedges. There's all these larger scale wedges that we've got to get out of, right? We got to get out of these big wedges up here, right? Here's this one over here. You got to get out of this big wedge. Otherwise, we're still trading sideways. Like all this is just trading sideways here, right? All this just going sideways. And we need to get up here. We need to break up over this or break down over these two things. Otherwise, I'm just, it's just more sideways trading action. Okay, and let's cruise down. Oh, I want to take a look at the other one. So I got this other one right here. So this is my daily. I think that was my 12-hour, right? And there it is. So look, we are coming up and we're about to break this. And look at how well this line on this weighted moving average corresponds with this line here, right? The very bearish break, if you break that on the RSI, and then if you break this also, this bull break, right? This bull break. So this bull break all corresponds very nicely with this line right here, this weighted moving average. So this, I'm looking, we're so close. Guys, we're so close to breaking this topside support. I want to see if this holds, and I'm going to make this a little bit higher just to kind of keep it all inside there. I don't want to get too much, don't want to get any FOMO going on because look, this is, this thing is, let's just go right about there. We'll lock that baby in place. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and set an alarm. Boom. All right, alarm's been set. Okay, so we set an alarm right there. And that's what we're going to do. So on our daily, so we're going to set an alarm on the daily WMA TSI at, let's call it 16.4. We should actually do a 16.2. Right, and I'll lower that baby down just a little. I'm going to lower it down just. Oh, actually, let me get a little lower right there. Ooh, okay, there we go. Boy, I set that at 14. Edit. 14.4. It looked like that. Looked like 14.4. Yep, 14.4. Okay. Good, so it'll give me a nice long call. So I've got a bunch of alarms set for long calls, okay? So we're just going to have to see how those go. There's a good one. Ooh, very important chart. Nope. Shit. Okay, so now the historical volatility chart has spoken, right? HV chart has spoken and said not a damn thing changed. Right? Nothing. Nothing. Right? If for this little move that just happened right here, if you want a bullish, you got to get a real pop. See, even a small pop on a bullish, it just, look, this is bullish. Bam, bam, bam. These are all bullish, right? Not a damn thing's changed. Historical volatility chart telling us don't get excited. Don't count your chickens. And let's go over here. We're going to take a look at the longs to short chart. Golly. Golly. Unbelievable. Wow. All right, so take a look all the way back here historically, right? So we look all the way back here. We bounce perfectly off this line. Look at that, perfectly off that. See that right there? right? And we had this run, and I'm going to drag this line all the way across over here. Right, lock that bad boy in. Okay. Now look, we had this V bottom right here with this massive run up. I mean, guys, this run up right here is insane. I know it looks small. I know this little run up looks small right here. Right, so we're basically going to go from there to there, 13 points. All right, same thing, same thing. Right, do I really need to throw one over there? I will, just to make everybody, so don't think I'm cheating. 13.2. Trying to find this, where this is at. So this was 1,300 point run. So it was basically a 1,300 point run. I mean, we've got 300 points in right now with the same run, but look at this. This is kind of playing out November. This is playing November out right here. Right? At least with the action, with the RSI action. I mean, this is playing out right here. Right? This is playing out. Now the price action's not playing out. But you get my point, right? This is legitimately playing out. Let's see our run. Let's see our total point run from here, from right there. Oh. You know, respectable 206 points. I mean, we ran 206 points, which is not bad. Compared to back in here where we ran, you know, so we did 200 and some points compared to right there, 1,300 points. Just trying to get a comparison. Last couple times we've done this run right here. Okay. And all right. God, the shorts are just in the dirt. You know, longs are making their way back up. Longs RSI way up. Jesus Christ. To the danger area. All right, so the longs are making their way back up into the danger area. They're getting close. All right. Getting really close. But this is crazy. All right. Yeah, that is so crazy. Yeah, this is I still think we got, you know, I think I honestly I think there's going to be a dump coming. This is nuts. Or we're going to have a huge pump and then people are going to start shorting the living bejesus out of it. So kind of like over here, you know, when this happened, look, you know, the shorts just kind of started going up again because people are like, I just can't keep going forever. And it actually could. It did. Right? Yeah, Stoke, just crazy. Histogram, huge. Nothing else. Testing the, all right, so take a look. So on our monthly, we are now testing so the monthly is testing resistance, RS, all right, RSI is testing the upper resistance right here. I should probably, come on. All right, and let's squiggle on over here to the weekly. So we've got, yeah, same thing. Look at the weekly. Weekly's trying to break out of the, yeah, that weekly clearly broke out. And now I would make probably a new line. Right, I'd do something like that. I would leave this because this will turn into resistance above. But you can't really throw anything on that yet. This does not look right. Nope. Weekly? Yeah, it's all right. Bear's trying to break out of this. Look, test once, test twice, test 3 times along that line. I mean, that's very bullish to bounce 3 times off of one line. That's very bullish, right? Very bullish. You know, look, it's got rejected 1, 2, 3 times on this line on the downside, so it's been rejected 3 times, but this time got through. So yeah, I want to see how this plays out here. And okay, all right, let's see what we got here. Ichi chart. No. Ooh, got another 6. Green 6. Looks like we're putting up a green 6 over here. And last time we put in a red 6, this was supposed to be bearish, and then this flipped. So this doesn't give me a whole lot of confidence right here on making a call, because that completely failed right there. Right, this is a failed green 6. This is a failed green TD6 with red candle dump. So that's a fail. This is one of my signals I always look for to be bearish or bullish, and this one completely bombed. Thank God I didn't dump my XRP chart. I would have cried. My XRP trade, I would have cried like a baby. Okay, just this sideways movement, like I said, is just screwing everything up. Totally screwing everything up. 3, 5. Yeah. Got a long way to go. Okay, so this is my new chart. This is the chart I just did. So I just created this chart right here. And so brand new chart. I had this trend line drawn here, lower trend line support. This is weekly, this is monthly. Okay, so this is, I put my weekly middle BNB resistance 66.90, right? And I showed this support level right here. This is resistance. And then so second historical resistance area, this is all done on the weekly. And then this is kind of where we were trapped. We were trapped in here. We had this long candle. I'm going to have to start looking this as a hanging man now. Looking at this as a hanging man. I'm sorry, as a, not a hanging man, but a bullish candle. I got to look at this as a bullish candle. Yeah, hanging man. This is like a hanging man on the downstroke, right? So this turned into a hanging man candle, which is bullish, giving us this second run up here. Let's see if this can hold this here. You know, I didn't like this candle. I don't like this candle right here still as a bullish candle, but it's sure turning out to look like one, right? Sure turning out to look like a bullish candle. And listen, came up, popped into this historical resistance area. Still got one more area to go, right? It's got to break through this one, and look how easy this is. Like I said, I just did that whole training video on how to do this. And there's your support on the bottom side. Now you broke through the trend line. So you pretty much can invalidate that trend line now. So we're just going to get rid of that trend line right there. And it gets very difficult to start to put in a trend line over here now, because you just can't do it. I can't put in a trend line, and I don't like that, right? I don't like being able to put in a trend line or a wedge or anything else, right? I'm having a hard time wedging this or doing anything to this, right? I just don't know, you know, do I do this, right? Do you do that? Do I do this? You know, it becomes very challenging right now how I can wedge this baby out right here. So tough, really tough for me on this weekly chart right here. Now over here, I'd said, listen, this had poked out. I put this in the members area. I said, yep, monthly trend line. So you've got this lower trend line down here is the support. You've got your monthly BB, right there is 64.60, 64.61. So this is what I'm looking at, is the actual top side support here still. There's your monthly trend line that still came down, and even though this broke over, that's okay that it broke over. We go over that in our other, yeah, we go over that in our other chart right here, right? So I say this is broken out before. So historically, this has broken out before. If you're looking at the fractal from 2014 to now, so you kind of get in here, and you know, if you want to follow this trend line, you really want to kind of scooch into this trend line right here. I mean, that's it right there, right? Look, broke out over. That's perfect. Look at this trend line right here. This is 2014. Okay, came down. Look at that. Perfect run. Perfect. Held that perfect all the way. Broke out over there. So if you're looking to compare the fractals, you can see that this has broken out in the past right there. And you do the same thing over here, right? Perfect. Now you're probably right there, right? So we're right there. Now this is broken out substantially. This is broken way out of here so far. So now we've moved really sideways out of this wedge here. I mean, that would look something over here like this, right? I mean, that would basically say there's one more fall to Baby Bull Jesus, a run up, one more fall to Baby Bull Jesus. And this is kind of what I'm expecting. I'm expecting one more fall to find that bounce. And you guys know, like this, I want to see one more bounce down to here. And then let's go on our bull run, right? One more little bounce down, and then let's go on the bull run. So now we're going to bring this over here. And there's today. Okay, the difference is, looking at this is pathetic. And at least this was moving, right? Like there's the only time it was pathetic. And so see this patheticness right here? I'm just praying that this isn't this, right? If this is this, then we're screwed, okay? Hopefully this is this right here, right? Hopefully this and this are the same area. Otherwise, we're fucked. We are fucked. All right, and let's do a few alts. I'm going to blitz through a couple alts real quick. Raven, ooh, trying to put in a double bottom for me. Bats, been following Bats. I still expected this to drop down and test the trend line. You know, now came up, double tapped that. I still want to see this baby test this trend line here, okay? You know, with the RSI is in this channel. I'd like to see it come down and bounce off this channel one more time. That'll just show me this bounce off here. This will give me good support and say we can keep going. If it does break, it breaks, and we know where that goes. WTC, look great. I like it. I like it. Good stuff on WTC there. Okay, so this has me concerned right here on Doggy, right? This has me concerned because I wanted Doggy to at least make that second run, right? Why are you being a bad dog? Right? That triple bottom was bullish. Right, so this triple bottom right here was very bullish. Oh my God, look at it. It's like, how many times can we plop? So I'm going to go over here, and I'm just going to jump out on a limb. Okay, is everybody ready for this epiphany? Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say this is support. Okay, I know what you're thinking. The genius of this man and the skills that he possesses in order to identify that that was support is absolutely just breathtaking, right? I know all of you are insanely impressed at this moment and can't believe how I was able to spot that. But, you know, but listen, just roll with it, okay? Just roll with it. But I'm going to call that support. Holy bejeezers. Has that just been gorgeous? I mean, look at that thing. Just tap, 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 tap. You know, yeah. It's thank you. I know that call was amazing right there. It was amazing to identify that support level at such a high skill. The skill set here is just unbelievable. Bounced out of this and looking for this. This is VeChain. VeChain. Let's see what we got over here, young man. All right, so we're going to have to pull up a new trend line. And we're going to have to adjust this one. All right, so I'm going to scoot those over. Still haven't taken out the long side here. I'm going to move this around though. Right. Boy. One, two, three, four. I'm still kind of rolling with this. I'm still kind of rolling with this. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And 5. I'm still kind of rolling with this. Now, this is tough because this went into a flag, and this is kind of a bullish flag to me. It's kind of a bullish flag. Does that look like a bullish flag? Boy, that kind of looks like a bullish flag right there. A, B. No, can't do that. A, B, C, D, E. No. I'm thinking is move this up here like this, move that down there like that. Right? Maybe this. Right? So you go A. No, can't do that. So I want to go A. I can't go A. I can't go A, B, C, D. Can I go A, B, C, D, E? No. A, B, C, D, E. Nope, because it would have broke. It would have broke south there. But it looks like it seriously looks like a bullish flag. So V-chain kind of looks like a bullish flag. It's painful. It's right. Boy, oh 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 boy. Kinda? I mean, all you can do on this is just wait. You just have to wait. You have to wait this out. You're in the middle, right? So, trade set up for this calls for waiting for the trend or wedge lines to break. Right, that's the trade. This is what the trade setup calls for. You know, you gotta wait for this baby to break, one way or the other. I'm gonna get you. So that's it. You just gotta sit here and just wait for these babies to break out of here. That's it. But that kind of looks like a bullish flag. Okay, TRX. The crowd goes wild. Goes wild, you know. Yep. All right, so let's go and take a look at our. All right, so let's see what we got over here. Let's see where. Let's go find TRX. Let's see what the hell we had going on here. Oh, look at Peak. Peak is such a monster, man. The guy's super chart monster. Super chart monster. Where is TRX? Come here. There's TRX. All right. So that was we already got that one. There it is. So there you go. So you were in this rising wedge and this big rising wedge, and boom, double tap on resistance. Look at this. This is a double top right here, right? Double top on resistance right there. So look how perfect this support is. So this is funny because we did this right after the training video, and this explains exactly how to find this. Our training video explains exactly how to find this, and wow, that is just absolutely perfect. Damn, and that is a double top on. So this is a double top on TRX. All right, so you did get a double top on TRX on the 12-hour. So I would look for this to come down and catching on support. So look for support level to catch it for a bounce. Right? There you go. So we're going to pull this. Oh, I don't want to pull that one out. So we don't want to get rid of that. We want to get rid of this. And what we want to do is we're kind of looking for this to just at least come down into the support area and then bounce. See if we get a bounce out of here, right? We should get it, come down here and get a little baby bounce like that, right? As it does it for me. As it does it for me. I swear to God I didn't do that. Seriously, I'm going live. I swear to God I didn't do that. All right? Swear to you. I didn't do that. I didn't make it move right there. All right? So that is a double top. And yeah, let's see how this baby plays out. But I would be looking for this to give us at least a bounce. Just come down here, test this support area, and then bounce. Especially if you see some of the things I'm doing over in the members area, you'd laugh. Come on, slow computer. All right, there we go. Yeah, so I would like to see this come down, bounce there. So you've got your two support levels down below. ETH. Okay, come on, guys. I mean, listen, anybody who's anybody, you don't need somebody good at TA to say that this is a freaking, that's a reversal candle, right? ETH. Super easy short. Super easy reversal candle. Right? I mean, you can't even like that is just like super easy reversal candle right there. That's just a super easy reversal candle. How would I look at this? Okay, so this is good. So now I'd just be marching this up, and I would look for this trend line to hold here. And this resistance area. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drop this area in here. Thinking maybe right there. Right, come down, let's test this, and then let's see where that goes. So if you're in a long call, you're gonna want to, if you want to just hold in this call, you might raise your stop loss to 710 ish. Yep, under that trend line right there. All right, that's what I would be looking for. If I was in a long here, or if I was in a short, I would be looking for that as support. Right, I'd be looking for that area as support right there. Okay, but that's a really wicked reversal candle right there. Okay, let me pull this baby a little deeper. Right, and then you're going to be looking for a bounce off there. You're going to be looking for some kind of a bounce. All right, and let me save this. All right, XRP. You know, listen, on the 4-hour bleed, you know, we hit the 9. We didn't bleed. 6-hour bleed. Listen, bleeding 9. 12-hour. Very bearish. Very bearish. Very bearish. Okay, and I would just like to start off by saying that Vamp missed the target area. All right, once again, by a whopping, like, what is that? Come on, it's like pennies of a penny, a fraction of a penny. I missed that thing. Okay, can I get, I mean, it's a 2-week-old call. All right, it sucked. I know, I totally missed it 2 weeks ago, but it did the same damn thing. And this is exactly what it was supposed to do. I am a little bit short. It's a story of my life. It's why I got married. You know, listen, don't judge me, okay? So this has got to act as support now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to get rid of these arrows over here so I don't get called out by a bunch of trolls, because actually that was a pretty good call. So I would like to see this hold as support. So this has now got to hold as support right here. We're going to scrunch that up right there. I'm going to change the colors of this. I'm going to go there. We're going to go there. Right? And this is going to be our support now, right? Here's support 1. All right, there's support 1. So this needs to hold onto that right there, right? This needs to hold on to the support. And then we're going to have set our second support layer. If this drops, and man, I don't think so. I just don't think we're gonna. I kind of like that area. I kind of like this area a little bit better right here. All right, I'm gonna say that for a wick out, I'm gonna go with this. Right. So I'm gonna look for a bounce either here or here, right? And I'm going to put my stop loss at, what is that, 49.49. Okay, so my stop loss, it's mine. My stop loss at 0.49. So there we go. Right, I want to see these two support lines hold. If these break, I'm going to go out of this trade. I'm going to cry. Okay, I'm going to cry like a freaking baby. Okay, if I get whacked out of this trade, I'm going to be super, super upset. Because I sat in that damn trade forever. Oop, oop. You know who's going to get mad at me is the members if I don't put this in here. Or 9. Look at the look at the ST. Look at the volume. Yeah, descending volume. Definitely bearish. I mean, easily bearish volume right there that fell out of the sky and then caused that to fall out of the sky. Let's see if it can hold the support. There's a lot of support right here. In fact, probably 2 stop losses might be good. So you might have, so I might set half of my trade. Half my trade stop loss. I might put right up here, like right around 50, 51. Let me delete this. There we go. All right, Litecoin. Yeah, look at that. Right into the resistance area, packed right on the, I mean, just, listen, absolutely perfect. Yay, LTC. So you had the perfect rejection off the 0.50. Then your RSI fell out of the channel, right? And I will show you what we have over in the members area because I was following this very closely. I was watching this very closely. Excuse me. All right, where's my LTC? All right, so here's LTC right here. Here's what I was watching. So same thing. I was watching this. I channeled this baby up right here. You see that? I said LTC, RSI, and price action. The price action hit the 50, absolutely perfect, which is right here, right? LTC for RSI is hot and at a seriously high level we have not seen since August, right? And you go all the way back here. Got to go all the way back over here. Look, there it is. There's August, the last 2 times you've seen this. And it fell out both times. It got this hot. It didn't matter. You touched this, you went over this, you fell out both times. And sure enough, we hadn't seen that. And there it goes. Right? There it goes right there. Right? You're falling out. Right? Now, where can this get caught right here? So your resistances are basically going to turn into, so let's go up here. All right, I'm going to leave this here. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to lock that in place. But I am going to throw on a brand new, oops, I don't need that. I am going to throw on, I'm going to get rid of this because we don't need this daily bottom anymore. Oh, actually we do. We do, because if this is a daily bottom, there's 2 separate targets that this could have. You see this daily bottom? So target 1 would have been perfect here to there, there to there. This would have been a perfect daily target, and or this one if we're going off this. This comes down here, bounce, bounce. This is 1 point. Now remember, this is our pump, our tether pump, right? If this wasn't it, then you could be looking at this would have been our top, come down, double tap, bottom here, and that would have been the double would have played out absolutely perfect, right? There was our highest resistance level was on this trend line, which it did not break out. Now this still is a valid if this is our top, right? And once again, this is our stupid tether pump wick, and I freaking hate this damn thing. It's hard because now you have to use it in the TA, which super sucks. Okay, but now if we're gonna look into this, let's drill down in this baby, because that was too easy to call right there. Let's pull our fibs on our double bottom. The top right there. A lot of support right there. So, yeah. Yeah, there we go. So we do have a lot of support right in here. I think for a baby bounce, right? I think we got support in there for a baby bounce. But I also think that this is where all the support is right there. I think you got a lot of support right here. Right? So then this is what I'm looking for. This right here. You know, and you have to take into account now you got to go like this. Right? So you got a trend line here that's viable. So you gotta break this trend line. So now you have to come down here and you have to break this damn trend line. Right? So you gotta come down and break this trend line before you can get a continuation onto this support level here, which I think is just right there. Right, and then we'd be looking, so you're going to look for a bounce off this trend line, and you're going to look for a bounce off of this area right here. Got it. These are going to be where I'm going to look for my supports right here. But look, this has got a long way to go. Right? This, if this decides to take a dump out, like it did back in August, you know, this could really go deep here. Right? So, but I want to break this. So this needs to break on the top side. So this needs a break on the top side. But I mean, you can just come down, test this trend line. That's it. Just come down, tap the trend line, and then you get your bounce back up, right? And if I was looking at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of looks like a 5 wave up. Kind of looks like a 5 wave up, right? I mean, even counting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that kind of looks like a 5 wave up. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. ZRX, man, seriously, does this thing move? Does anybody even trading ZRX? Anybody owns ZRX? Anybody? No, crazy. Oh, let's see. Tweezer. Was that on the daily? Tweezer top on the daily. Yeah, it's. I mean, this thing needed a correct. It's a bleeding 9 anyways. That's not even, that wouldn't even been hard to call. Yeah, it would have been easy. I just like the 4 hour because you got this really nice channel right here. So I want to see this get tested. Test that, then bounce out. Right? You want to get impress me. Test this, come down, test, then bounce out, then try to break out. Okay, ZRX, anybody, ZRX? So I would be careful on ZRX because it's kind of putting in a double bottom, right? It's kind of putting in or an A and E bottom here, right? Adam and Eve, right? It's putting in an Adam and Eve bottom or kind of I was gonna say kind of inverted headed shoulders. Not really. This is too low, but you know, just kind of looks like a double bottom. Okay, so here's my ADA. This is my thunk on ADA. Here's my chart yesterday. Now we did get a short call on the scalper, so the scalper called a short. Pretty easy short, super overheated on the 12 hour. So the 12 hour super overheated. Now I look at this as two ways, right? This kind of looks like a flag pattern. So you got this big flag here, and then here's your resistance up top. Here's your support on the bottom side. Listen, I had this falling down and then retesting, and then this is bulls want to hold this line, right? And you guys could see yesterday, I'll show you my chart yesterday. Now this is a 3-day chart. This is a big chart right here. So it's a 3-day chart. ADA, nice tracement so far. So I'm going to show you guys what I had yesterday, right? All right, so basically I made this really pretty ADA chart, and let's go up here. Let me go find it. Where are you, ADA? There it is. All right, so here's our ADA chart. Now we're all the way up to the tippy top. I'm going to slide this over, right? Slide this over. There we go. Okay, so we're all the way up top here, right? This baby came all the way up, right to where that arrow was, right? And I said, hey, we're going to drop back down, right? We're going to drop back down right to this arrow. So we're going to drop back down and test here, right? I expected us to come back down and test and then bounce. Like if this is going to be a bullish, if this is going to be a bullish flag right here, a bullish flag pattern or rectangle, a bullish rectangle, like see your flag, and there's your flagpole, and then kind of retraced, and then you're totally perfect. And like it needs to hold in here. Now if it breaks, right, the bulls really want to hold this line. If this bottom side breaks right here, you could get some serious downside. Now you did get the long call in the 3-day on the scalper, so this is beautiful. So there's your flag targets, right? I just copied and pasted this, and this is your flag targets over here, right? Now this is just, it's super, look, I said, look, the 12 hour is overheated, right? Just too easy. Too damn easy, right? So read this over here, right? Here, let me squeeze this in here. Squeeze this in right there. It's a little far out. Okay. So I said 70-30, this looks like a bullish flag, right? Which I think it does. With the top side is up here, the flag target. This would be the standard flag target. Now the 12 hour is overheated, and it doesn't loo. It looks like it needs to cool down, right? So there's the 12 hour. You see it's way overheated, and we got the short call on the scalper, and there it comes. Until 1 mil-speed scalper called the perfect short on it, and this would have been a beautiful scalp. Called the long perfect, called the short perfect, called the long perfect here. This is working out really, really well. So now here's the issue. You're in the middle of this top of the wedge. You're in the middle of the bottom of this flag wedge, right? I'm sorry, the flag. You're in the middle of the flag, top to bottom. Right, you can't really go long or short here, right? The playbook for playing this flag right here is just like you just got to kind of wait. You got to wait for this thing. You got to wait for this to test support and bounce, and or you just got to wait for this to break, right? You're going to wait for it to break one of these wedges right here, the top side wedge, and then you're going to have to jump in. You're right in the middle, though, of this baby to see which way this goes. Now, as a short scalp, this was beautiful, beautiful short scalp. Nice call by the Vamp. So Vamp, a beautiful call by the Vamp. And we're going to go down here. Read the notes. All right, so, this is what I see. It's just got to cool down right here. This is way too hot. Let this baby cool down, might come all the way down here to the 618, and then you're going to be looking for this to bounce off, right? See a coin. I want to cry. These guys are a bunch of idiots. They're fighting it out with Bitmain, and they're just killing me. Yeah, so listen, this really shouldn't have come as a surprise. I'm going to get rid of all this. Right? I hit my targets absolutely perfect too. I want you to know when I shorted this baby, shorted this thing like a monster. So we all were shorting this. Actually, I called the very bottom too. You can scroll back through my videos, or if you're a member, you guys can scroll back through all things. I called the bottom of that absolutely perfect, right? And same thing, right? So let's look at our BCH, what we're seeing for BCH, right? Yeah, where's BCH? Yes, yes. There it is. So here was our BCH basically. This is what I said. This is higher, this higher. So as my BCH said, the top resistance looks like it's going to be the 0.50 fib, right? There's that 0.50 fib, right? At 64.80. So I said this still looks good, and this had a little way to go here, right? We were so close. Now I did miss it. It's super close. I did get really close. I said, so remember, this is a daily green 5 and a 12-hour bleeding green 6. So you just got to remember that this can, you can still buy the dip on this thing, right? Now, this was my fall from down here. I still, now you've got this wedge as support right here, right? So you've got the wedge as support. So you need to break the wedge. Now, if we break this wedge, you're going to come all the way back down here into this area, right? So you're going to come all the way back down here. Okay, and I mean, I'm probably going to say these two areas right here, right? And this, then you're going to get your bounce, right? So you're going to, if you're here, you can pull back and bounce right off all of this, and then give one more little push, right? And you guys got a ways to go. Listen, I still think this might have some money behind it, some more money to pour into it. But, look at your volume. Your volume is still good. I mean, now you got this good candle. This is still bullish, even though your volume faded off a little bit. This is still a very bullish candle. Let's just see what comes next. Let's see what this other candle pumps out here. We're only halfway into this candle. It's a red candle. It's going to be red no matter what, but we're going to just have to wait out for the next green candle here. But I still think this can fall a little way and then get your bounce out, right? Let's see where our bounce out goes. I still think this might have a little bit more room on it. I'm not for sure how much though, okay? But this has got a hold right here. So we're going to get rid of that. And that's it. We're just going to kind of wait for this all to kind of play out. And here's your two support levels down here below. All right. All right. BCH above. All right. And Neo. I got the short call on the scalper. Pretty easy. This is probably looking like a really good short right here. Right? All right. And I probably should get rid of these arrows. So listen, I expected up, I expected down, I expected up. Now they're just their targets are, yeah, okay, they're relative. If I went like this and I went like this, they would all be perfect. Okay, they would be damn perfect, right? And then there's my short call right there. So I don't want to do that though. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna get rid of those. I'm going to put this down here. Still going to put this here. Looking for... Man, I mean, this has just got so much support that just runs along in here. Right? There's really a lot of support that runs along in here, even with these candles. you know, it's got to break through this level. You know, it gets through this level. It's really got to get into here. You know, you got a lot of support here. You know, once again, this is going to rely on BTC. So on our top side, let's plop in a top side. My God, you have so much stuff stacked right above you. Listen. I mean, every time, look at the short call, short call, short call by the scalper, all in the same range. You just can't break out. Look, tried to break out, rejected. Try to break out, rejected. Tried to break out, rejected. This almost looks like a double top right here. So this kind of looks like a double top. So this kind of looks like a double top right here. And there. And there. It's very double topish. Now, if that's a double top, your target is going to be right here. If that's a double top, so we're going to label this. This is going to be the double top target zone. Right? So there's this going to be your double top target zone if that is a double top, right? All right. All right. Oh, you know what? They're asking me to do Raven. Okay, so same thing. Let's do Raven over here. So Raven, man, possibly looking like a double bottom. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, so I'm still good. I'm still staying in this trade. So I'm still going to stay in the trade on Raven. Yeah, so this trade. Yep, and that's it. I mean, I still am bullish on this. I still think this can move. A lot of Raven fanatics out there. Come on. Man, is it ever possible for me to do a short video? And I think that's it. Oh, hey, it's Peak. Peak said we charted Raven last night. A few of us in Vamp Alts. Nice. Came down into the agreed buy zones. Got it. Okay, so Peak says it's into the buy zone. Yeah, I'm just kind of going to hold on. So I like this. I like that it held once. I like that it's held twice, right? It kind of looks like a double bottom right here. I mean, this kind of double bottomed. I wonder if I can get a double. You know, this. I mean, this kind of looks. I'm just gonna say this is double bottomish with a very bullish candle setup. How about that? Is that fair? Double bottomish. All right, and I can do ETC. I'll do ETC real quick, and that'll be my last one of the night. How you doing, Peak? ETC, ETC, ETC USD. There it is. Boy, I haven't done ETC in a long time. All right, Jesus, I haven't looked at ETC. All right, so we got the long call and the B scalper. I was close. So look here, came down, tested the support, did a double bottom right here. So it's got a double bottom, got a bounce, right? Good chance. I said good chance to get up here into this target and missed it. Got into the target right here. So I said target 1. So got into target 1, didn't get into target 2, fell out, right? And they just kept falling and basically just kept falling. So let's move everything over right here. So all we're going to do is just kind of scoot everything over. Man, ETC just does not look good. Right? I'm sorry, this does not look good at all. Yeah, ETC is like hurting for certain. Ah, shit. I've been doing that a lot lately. Jesus Christ, man. ETC is just freaking dying. Yeah, I just did XRP, Gabe. Peak, I can't see your, like, what the hell these all are. Like, I don't know which one's OBV. And which one's this? I don't know what the difference is. You gotta post it so I can see what they are. Otherwise I can't, man, ETC. God, just ugly. You think of almost like, give me a second here, guys. Give me a second. Yep, that doesn't work. That could possibly work. That kind of works. A, B, C. Kind of like that. A, B, C. Ooh, I like that. I like this. Right? A, B, C. Geek. D, E. Okay, so then I would look at this as like you're gonna do an A, B, C, something like that. You know, maybe come down here, right? Go like that, something. Maybe 618. Kind of get rid of that. I'm gonna scoot this up. Because I think this is where your bounce is going to be. I think your bounce is going to be right in here somewhere. A, just go like this. A, B, C. That's what that looks like to me. Now, A, B, C, D. Okay. Yeah, shorts are insanely low. Okay, last one, guys. Last one. I'll do Nano. Dude, I haven't done Nano in so long. Oh my God, September 15th. Okay, so let's see what our Nano call was. Okay, here was our nano call from September 15th. Short the shit out of me. That was the call right there. So there's my nano call. Short the shit out of me. So I was looking for A, B, C, D, E, and it didn't get anything like that at all. All right, so we're going to wipe this out. The bottom of the trend line worked out very nicely. We're going to get rid of all this. All right, we're going to move this. Okay, get rid of that. Man. Boy, talk about rough. All right, so the way I look at this right here, I'm gonna pull up once again, this is why I invented the vamp fib, because look at how almost just perfect that is. All right, look at the vamp fib. Man. Look at the volume. I mean, there's just no volume here at all. There's nothing. There's just no volume.
good volume build up, very bullish. This is complete inside bar candle, very bearish. This is really the only thing you can kind of put a wedge on here is the daily. Oh, come on. It's the only thing I can put a wedge on right here. It's the daily right there. No, it's too narrow. Yep. All right. So there you go. So there's your nano chart right there. So here's your top side bull break. Right, there's your top side bull break. Lower side bear break. That's it. Like you break lower than this, and every time you broke lower, so take a look. So here you look at this line right here. That's it. Bam. Right? Look at here it is right here again. See this? Just bam. Just fell. You know, this is called a really good bearish break. Same thing here. Here you fell from here. Bam. Just fell out. So you got your bear side, your bull side. Now to break bullish over here, it's really more challenging to find a bull break on this side. Like that was bullish. And this is more bullish back over here. This line might be a little lower, might be right there. That might be the bull break. Right, because look, here you got to break this here, pop. Yeah, I mean, here you broke, you know, when you break this on the other side, of course, that's a pop, right? Yeah, that looks good. Right, pop there, pop there. There you go. That looks good. Uh, Man, I just don't know. I don't, you know, I mean, like this come up, he's going to come up and just get rejected. Looks like it's going to be the same thing. You're going to come up and get rejected. So you really have to wait. You just have to wait for this to break out. Wait for this to break out this wedge. And there you go. Make this one green. See how everything's doing. All right, and that's it. Thank you guys so much. I am out. It's been great. It's been real. It's been fun. Man, this is a long video. I want to go get some rest. It's 11 o'clock at night. I wanted to actually do some things. I'm going to try to get caught up. I have like 100 messages and for the vamp and all of a sudden until 1 mil, including Peak the Man, the Myth, the Legend. Thank you guys all so much. I am out.